I don't think it's honestly. I look at the vetoes and I really don't know what to think. Oh, great find from Hawaso. That just makes things really tough. Now, Adamas is in a great position towards A main. If he finds Mayan, that is the round done. There's conflict in A main. He's got to get some help, and that's why we are seeing Freak trying to come to his aid, but Hawaso can rotate in through Temple. And yes, you found the A main player, but now you've got to deal with two on the bomb site. It gets really tough here. They've lost all of this ground. They've lost all this control, and Turtle, all that remains, 1v4, 9Z. Great start here to the pistol. But as I wanted to say, I don't think the vetoes come into effect because I think 9Z, if they take this map, we're saying, okay, well, who cares about the win rate of Dust 2 for Bounty Hunters? It's going to be lost anyway. Seems like Bounty Hunters are going to look to go for this A play. The issue is they're a little slow to do this, so we can see a rotation come through. Obviously, two defenders both coming from Donut. Hawaso sent the smoke, a flashbang coming over. No one blinded, but still frag found from Hawaso. Rotating now to the back of the bomb site. The lack of utility could be an issue. Max close here with the MP9. A perfect position for the SMG. So much damage dealt to the bomb carrier. Turtle gets the double. Martineza can have a lot of success, and Lucan just waiting out the smoke. And now the util's faded. The T's are going to feel completely trapped, completely isolated. Turtle nearly finding Martineza.
Lucan will get Turtle though. Finally able to activate, coming through from Donut. 9Z did so well to stifle this attack the entire round through that Bounty Hunters ran out of utility.
I love
this. Is still winnable for Zoc though. 1v2, both of his opponents on 48 health, but you're right. They've joined up alongside one another. Martinez is going to swing from Donut. Zoc never expects that, and it guarantees the trade.
Yeah, because they saw him in CT. He's expecting Temple or CT every day of the week.
Or you can try and activate quite late and see if you can circumvent the rotations into the B-bomb site. Let's see. He is going to start to make his move. Adamas is going to come across him, but Turtle wins the gunfight. Oh my goodness, Martinez out in the open. It's now on Lucan. He does at least get the first to bring it back into an even numbers game. Trying to drop utility is brave, and well, he's going to get run over. It's only Huaso Peak left remaining. Bounty Hunters on course to win the eco.
Look, you just need to get your gun out. I don't really know why the AWP's looking for a bit of a wider peak there. I don't know why the rifle's swinging towards ramp. All you need to do is just hold your weaponry. There's no need for util to be in hand there. Just make that round so much more kind of complicated than it needs to be. Oh, Hawaso, nice find, but Zoc can take him down from ramp. So the half buy does come through. Obviously, Turtle getting that kill on the rotation, taking down Adamas. Well, I guess the full buy Bounty Hunters with those 3 MP9s. But again, you can see just how one round, one little mistake, losing against the Tech 9s and that one invested Galil has done, not only to kind of the trajectory of this game, but just the finances of 9Z. They're not going to have a perfect buy in the next. Obviously, if Luke can get a couple kills with this MP9, might be able to drop an AWP across, but you can see the real difficulty in the investment. Max has to take contact here. Oh, Max finds a kill, but the problem is Luke actually takes the shot. We'll be able to find the frag. That is the bomb drop. We can have an AK brought across now. Lucan, I feel like he's within the Molotov itself. Nice HE grenade. He needs to find Freak. If he can get this kill, this round is so possible. And we're seeing the rest of the team rotate down ramp. This is perfect. Mine's going to be sucked under pressure. Taken down. Max gets one. Look, it's a damaging round. Sadly, Lucan doesn't really get much impact. Just a 1 kill found there with the MP9. I think Hawaso is going to get us to flash through here. There's so many players in middle, or at least close by. Lucan play forward here. Zoc, great timing. Hawaso needs to peek through this, but he's kind of missed his chance. He had to peek the second Zoc made contact, but the fact that double kill comes through, Molly into Donut. Turtle's going to be looking to push through this. Hawaso get one. Can't double down, though. Kaiser's the impact finds 2. Adam S needs to get that trade, but it's a 1v4 for Max. And Zoc can find Bounty Hunters. This is looking so much better. Sample size, we talk about maybe it not having the most of effect, but surely they're going to just be a bit more game ready, right? They're going to be more kind of prepared.
Yeah, exactly. Sharper.
Yeah.
It does make a difference. And they've got their 2 best maps as well, do Bounty Hunters. Either way, Lucan will be able to affect the first blood in the round, and Martinez follows it up. Nice little 1-2 punch, and now Max gets in on the act as well. Little slide into the angle, and he collects 2. And Adamas at least going to be able to use the last few seconds of the smoke to get back to safety. So now for Bounty Hunters, they find themselves with this big 4-1. You've got Zoc who's at the top of A main, and then, well, now 3-1.
9Z, they're in a perfect position now. Honestly, I wouldn't mind them just look to back away. Obviously, we are seeing Martinez look for this pick with the AWP, but he plays in front of the smoke, and this is where they can just play discipline. There's no need for 9Z to kind of rush themselves or rush their way into this round. They have got so much control, and they have got so much of an advantage. It would be very wasteful to see them hurry things along, but it seems like the Ts are slowly going to make their way towards Cave, and that's where we got this double setup. ADAMS gets one, and Max isn't needed. He's a contingency plan that isn't even seen. Yeah, it is just the one map though.
Lots of util dumping into middle there.
I love this double A main. Zoc is flashing for it. Great flash, but
wow.
turns okay.
Actually, not a great flash. You needed to be popping sooner than that.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it easier for Lucan to turn away from, I think.
Yeah, I thought the idea that it was just going to be a pop flash, but I don't know why I don't know why there's a step bounce off the wall. It's so easy. Hawaso needs to be cautious. His head could get just ripped off by Turtle pushing through this smoke, but Hawaso, great crosshair placement. Molly on the bomb side. Max is in such a good position to find success. Kaiser trying to find the pick. Max again securing the second. Zoc, this is where maybe it's the idea of saving. If he saves here, he can drop a Galil over to a player like mine, like Freak. It is a 1v4. Yeah, you've got a minute on the clock, but why would you give this round a go if he saves? Obviously, he can drop over Galil, buy a smoke and a flash, and get some utility.
Zoc's been on a bit of a heater in this game so far, Fred. Maybe if he can find a kill here on ADAMS, 1v3, get the bomb down. Hey, the bomb could be valuable as well. Seems like he's ahead of the Flames right now. He's going to try and make a play while the Flames are still burning in the hope that he catches ADAMS off guard. And he does. Good first frag found. Going to scoop up the bomb now, and he may be able to activate the C4. He's instead decides to go for the fake, and that'll cost him his life as Max rounds on him. 9Z have gotten the lead, and they have a really good shot at closing this out 7-5 in the first half. I think what you can do with the Mac 10 on the run and gun, you can kind of do something similar with the Tech 9, except probably inflict more damage. Martinez, though, will get a kill and then fade back through the smoke, and I think that was a T-side smoke that blooms just after he gets the kill, and he'll say thank you very much as he escapes back to safety.
ADAMS, oh, that's a dirty spray transfer. Yeah, nice, that's nuts. And that kind of confirms the round. Even if a trade is seen, it's a 4 versus 2 or a 4 versus 3, it's still possible. But Lucan and Hawaso, nice finds there on the B-bomb site. 7-5, as we said. Again, though, I mentioned that this game kind of is conditioned on Bounty Hunters individual stepping up. Look at the space that's been taken from 9Z. Hawaso and Lucan both find picks. Important for Zoc to get one, but ADAMS quick to trade. 4v2, and they're just going to save. Kind of early upgrade, or easy upgrade, sorry, to full head armor. Do you think that's the right choice, or is it too risky?
Well, let's see, first of all, if they're both going to be able to keep that little light investment into head armor alive. Unfortunately, not for Mayan, and Kaiser going to fight with the Julies to see if he can at least carry them over with his Kevlar, and he will collect the kills. So,
a lot of weight, a lot of pressure on this round. Timing on the flash looks good. Max is going to push through. Mayan under pressure, not fully blinded. How have they not traded him? Okay, Mayan gets a free double. ADAMS will take down Turtle, but man advantage, I was going to say still in the way, but yeah, Martinez, great aggression here towards B. Is still very much wanting to deal with Cave. He spotted Zoc, and this would just take CT. You've got all of this control. Why are you looking to take this fight in Cave? Well, finally, he's going to have to show some respect to his opponents. I'm happy that Lucan's taken. I'm happy Lucan's taken CT.
Yeah. Bombs planted for him as well.
Yeah.
No kit in play. Keep that in mind. Plenty utility.
They're gonna try and...
Oh, no.
I like it. No, honestly, I'm all for this. They don't have a kit. They just have the one smoke. They have no information of these remaining players. Bounty Hunters, the amount of time... Honestly, Matt, you know, this is my fourth best of 3 of the day, right?
Yeah.
The amount of rounds I've seen teams go for this, they lose, and it messes up their finances for the rest of the game. Right, yeah. I am so happy that finally a team has decided to play the numbers.
How do you feel about Zoc hanging around and dying then?
Oh, I think that's stupid, but it doesn't matter. At least the main front is saved. Maybe the numbers needed or a defuse kit, they still get a go. They lose the round, they lose all money, and then they're just screwed. So I actually think it's good that Bounty Hunters have done that, but they do need to capitalize because, look, you made the correct decision in saving. If you lose this round, then what was the point of it? Well, opening kill found, but Lucan gets one back.
Cancels it out immediately afterwards. Freak continued to push there.
We saw it in the last series in kind of Key Stars against Flamengo. That nuke, that first map. Key Stars, they lost 13-3, but they got 9 of the 16 opening kills. I feel like this game might be a little bit similar. I feel like Bounty Hunters have had so many opening kills, but they just haven't really converted the rounds off of it. This could be a bloodbath in ramp. It's going to be a double ramp push. Max can get in the back lines.
One is posted.
Oh,
the timing could be worst possible timing for him, and he will still actually be able to come away with the kill. You know what? That's almost like best case scenario. Oh my god, Kaiser, how have you gotten a second kill from them? That's ridiculous.
They're going to go A.
Adam S knows there's another, right? Yeah, he's got Max to try play off of right now. Max, I don't know if Mayan has stepped or not. Max in the corner's gotten the kill, and Adam S is only worried about the fact that there could be a player in Jag. And he's now gotten past. It doesn't seem like they were certain Turtle was B as well, but they're still going to be able to figure it out anyway and get themselves onto that vacant A side.
I'd love to see Turtle go towards A main here. I think Donut is just far too obvious. They've dropped a smoke towards CT. Adam S now having a slight look in CT, but holding towards Donut. They're both backed away towards A main.
Ooh,
and look, neither one of them's holding A main. Neither one of them is actually so focused on A main right now. Obviously, they're going to be looking to peek it because they're both here. But I feel like Turtle... What's the game plan? You're just going to wait out, try and find a kill, go for the ninja?
Yeah, I guess he's just hoping that maybe somebody would offer themselves up, but there's genuinely nothing going for him right now. And it looks like he's still going to commit anyway. I mean, he's just going to have to try and hopefully stick the defuse and pray that... Is he even going to get on it? Yeah, he's going to hope that they're fading away. You're right, he's leaving as late as he possibly can. And you know what's a gamble there? Is Adam S has actually thrown a flash. Imagine he blinds up Max as Max swings to kill the diffuser, and he's not able to. That would have been a tragedy, but it all works out. 9Z. I mean, this has been a streak, man. This is a streak of what? It's empty,
the comeback.
Mate. The glass is empty.
Oh, the glass is on the floor, shattered, mate. It's broken. Exactly. It's never going to happen. Look, I feel like as broadcasters, we always try and kind of create a bit of a storyline and idea. It's 9 in a row. 9Z, I can't see a world in which they lose this. Feels like kind of the Doctor Strange, they've, 42 billion possibilities. Bounty Hunters, they've only got 1 out of 42 billion to win this game.
They've gotten another opening kill here, and again, there's been a trade, but that's just because they've hung around unnecessarily. Zocker's gotten the kill in Jag early on, and then he's just still kind of hung around the entryway there. Hasn't been able to lock in his profits. He round-tripped his bags. I've been there, I've done that. Yeah. And I keep doing it, but they're not taking advantage of getting their opening kills. They're kind of leaving themselves open to the trade. We saw it from Freak in the previous round at Ramp, where he gets an opening kill, and then 5-6 seconds later, he dies after just not falling back. So
look at the space
big problem for Bounty Hunters, and now they have an issue on the same bomb side.
Men could get taken down here.
Oh, they're going to be way far ahead, yeah.
Oh, they need to respect this smoke, but Max is in Temple. It's done. Look at the health of Turtle. There's no defuse kit.
That was comedic.
Lucan's in middle. There's nothing they can do. He's getting all this early information. Steps. Turtle's drop. Turtle needs this frag, but Lucan finds it. Information of Freak as well. He stepped 2. We'll find, but 2 versus 3. The bomb's already 1/3 ticked. Needing to deal with this setup in Donut. Great flash onto Hawaso, actually, but Adam S can peek at any moment. Contact taken from Hawaso. Freak's still worried about Adam S, but it's all just a bait. It's all just a... Oh, okay. Might just be a bait, but they're messing about, but... There's no time.
No time. That's the problem. He doesn't have a kit, so it's all a formality from here, I'm afraid. And at this point, it is going to be 9Z who have got the job done. 13-5. I mean, that is so convincing from them, because let's think about the way the map had started. They go up 3-0. Then they lose the half investment sort of Tech 9 buy.
Yeah, obviously, again, maybe not as drastic as the previous game where it was kind of 13-3, yet more opening kills, but still 8 rounds in which Bounty Hunters found that opening pick. But you touched upon it. It seemed like Bounty Hunters, they were very much kind of sticking around in the action when they didn't need to. But we see some action unfolding already towards shore. Hawaso aware of that elevated angle. Lucan finds one while flying through the air, finding Freak. And now it's a 3 versus 5 scenario. Things have gotten a bit touchy, a bit difficult here.
Yeah, the problem is, even though it's 5v3, it's not like they guaranteed any bomb site just yet. They are going to just force their way into this B bomb site, though. Mayan gets overwhelmed. Just so much pressure ramping up on that B bomb site. Turtle gets destroyed. Lucan is just on a number here in this pistol, man. A brilliant triple kill coming through from him. And what a blistering start to Dust 2 here for 9Z as well. I mean, remember, we had a lot of question marks over 9Z going into Ancient because they'd only played the map once in the past 3 months. Dust 2 is the one that we had the confidence in, and Dust 2 was the known quantity.
the Deagles can look really, really good, especially on that T side.
Yeah.
You find a pick towards B and bang, that's the round over.
That was always the thought process, like you say. Just chip away with the scouts and then find the frags with the pistols to finish them off. Either way, look at the pressure on the B bomb site. Huasso Peak, that is a monumental kill onto freaking. He's gotten the frag on Mayan as well. He's just done it all here in this round.
Gonna have to
How
be
low
safe.
they are.
Yeah, obviously this is unconfirmed damage, and
Yes,
we
exactly.
know how difficult the B bomb site is to retake. Notorious for its difficulties. A strong investment. It is a perfect buy. So I hope the bounty hunters. They will be able to find success in the next, because that's kind of what this round's conditioned on. But opening kill, so vital for the CTs here. Kaiser, though, we said about how bounty hunters like sticking around in the action. Kaiser makes it work by finding that frag, but Turtle taken down. Lucan has been so key here for this team. Goes for the early shot there. Maybe just keep the AK in hand. 7-1.
My word, I mean, this is very aggressive from bounty hunters right now, and it's going to work the trick for them as well. It's only Lucan left remaining with the AWP right now, and Kaiser's so close, he's hearing all these steps. He's going to look to try and force the fight. He catches Lucan with his pants down. Big wide swing there will finish off the job. Yeah, if they can win this round, they certainly will. That is the opportunity that presents itself, and look at how well set up they are to deal with this B split as well. 2 players hard committed to the B bomb side, and you've got a player on ramp dealing with middle. So, bounty hunters very well set up to kind of deal with what's coming their way. Although after getting the frag on Huasso, it does look like 9Z might kind of change up their approach.
Yeah, but obviously they can opt for such a kind of a heavy B/middle lean, because we've got the AWP on Kaiser. You can just play from Kai, you can hold towards short. Obviously that mid to B smoke will come through, but it doesn't really matter. There's a triple B setup. If they can't contain or get kind of kills, then what was the point of this setup? It is going to be this play through A though. Lucan finding Turtle towards long. This is where now Kaiser's going to feel very isolated. Flashed off the angle in long, fully blinded. He is playing tucked to the right-hand side wall, so it's not as though he's going to feel any threat from the A bomb site currently. Kaiser reposting. He's so assuming that Lucan has just backed away, and Lucan gets a freebie. Now man advantage here for 9Z. There's limited time, but they drop the Molotov. Molly on the bomb site, though. There's 11 seconds for them to work with. Still yet to get the digits in, but the nade won't take him down. Nade won't even land close enough. Quick there is Freak, though, from short. Adam S going to feel very isolated on the bomb site. There's a flank coming through from Lucan, but with Zoc finding Martinez, this gets really tough for Adam S. Lucan needs to hurry things along. Oh, with Adam S finding that kill, it baits Lucan in even more, but we need to see Adam S find that frag. Miss spray from Lucan. He will get the kill, though. Elevated angle now from May, and he's low HP, but he finds the kill. I believe there's enough time for the defuse as well.
Plenty.
And bounty hunters, they will find that round.
Good tag onto Freak on the cross, though. Not the first time Martinez has hit that tag either.
Yeah, look, I actually think the double AWP, a lot of the time you see it feature in that kind of first round of overtime when finances are so stable, but the double AWP can work out so nicely. They've seen Kaiser in middle, they've dealt damage to him as well. They're never going to expect an AWP here. Mayan gets a freebie, no trade possible, can now back away. They're looking at a 5 versus 3 scenario. Okay, yes, Freak and Kaiser have been chipped away at, and this is maybe where you'd like to drop that AWP to
Zoc.
Freak, but yeah, Zoc's taken all of this positive space, and if Max looks to try and find kind of a route back into middle, he's going to be taken down by Zoc. But there's nothing they can do. They can't back away towards mid. Okay, yes, there's the slight chance that there was a timing of going towards T-spawn, because Zoc is still tucked away. They can actually back out of long, and that's why we are seeing Kaiser a little bit worried here, but the AWP's still in play. Man on the back of the bomb site. There is going to be a flash coming through, but it doesn't matter, man. Not blinded by it. This is just so easy for Man. And this is what an AWP can do on that CT side. This is why we kind of sometimes so heavily praise the decision for the Force, because you can get the big green in play.
Exactly. Look at the value here, the contribution from the AWPs in this round, exactly as you say. Another flank being committed to by Zoc, not at all on the radar of 9Z. He'll be able to find one. Lucan on super low health does not stand a chance here. 9 health and 3 opponents. Nah, mission impossible as far as I'm concerned, and Turtle will seal the deal. Bounty Hunters starting to come alive now on their CT side.
Yeah, obviously bounty hunters, they're a little bit worried about long. They're a little bit worried about upper tunnels. And obviously now that Man's backed away from top tunnels, well, you find a pick onto Martinez, so not really an issue, but it's going to be such an issue. Hawaso. He's found the shot. Oh, Turtle could go down for free. It's going to be a reposition through
back into the round.
Hawaso can cut off all the rotations towards short. Lucan is holding as well, and the steps from Hawaso hurt, but Lucan can find a freebie. If he can get another hit, this could be disgusting. But Freak will find him. 3 versus 3. Low HP for Freak. Kaiser posted up with the AWP. Players on the A-bomb side are going to feel trapped. They don't actually need to go peeking here. They can just keep control of short.
they're respecting him. They're respecting that line right now, and they're not crossing it. That's key. So Kaiser posted on this angle, just not getting anything done right now. Mayen's going to be coming back through from long as well. Free's going to be making his way up from CT. Now Max is going to start to poke him prop, but Kaiser's patience prevails. Another one crosses though. They don't spot to the head of the second. It's ADAMS who now nestles himself into the bomb site. He has to win this gunfight. He does, but he has to do more. There's a few seconds left on the bomb, but I think that the kills come through in time. No, never mind. The defuse is futile, and 9Z finally get another round back.
Yeah, an important round. Obviously, it gets really dicey. It puts the finances in question. Rotation has been seen from Kaiser. He's going to be shotgun AWPing. He's going to go for a peek. I love the idea from Kaiser. Can get one. Hawaso finding, but ADAMS finding Freak. Yeah, he needed his teammate to step up, and Max finding the rotation from Turtle. ADAMS, he throws the molly, but it just baits in Martineza. And Zoc now 1v4. Round done. AK's AWPs can be saved. Everything can be brought and found from 9Z. And Bounty Hunters now.
9Z lead the series 1-0 after great performance on Ancient. Can they get it done in 2, or will we see the light of day on Inferno?
Yeah, I think Bounty Hunters can't even get a second
punishment
thought.
there.
Yeah, important. Look, Bounty Hunters, they feel a little bit locked in. They don't really know where to go. Kaiser is close towards tunnels. We'll get the pick back onto Hawaso. Double long setup again, though. 9Z looking to capitalize towards short. No utility here for the CTs. No defuse kit either. This retake's going to be near impossible. And this is why maybe Zoc feels like he needs to take this fight before the players have crossed, because if that bomb goes down, the round gets really difficult. Look at Martineza. He's in a great position here. Missed shot, actually. He's got full utility, and he's going to have to use that util to try and keep himself alive. He's got 2 flashes, a Molotov as well. And this is where Max kind of just needs to come to his aid. But there is going to be a play here through tunnels from Kaiser. He's posted up with the...
They don't have time for that, though.
Yeah, I know.
Gonna have to get a move on here. That's why Zoc's already starting to poke and prod up long. He doesn't have the luxury of waiting for all his teammates to get into the perfect position. And he might actually catch the timing here. No, he's been spotted on the cross. That's key info from Max that he can relay through to Lucan. And now it becomes really difficult for the CT side. Lucan is just farming, man. It's been a great half from him. Kaiser's gonna do his damnedest, but it's mission impossible. ADAMS will seal the deal. And that, once again, will be 7-5. Flash and a smoke in play towards long. It's going to be a later long take, and the timing of this is perfect because Huaso's just left ADAMS, and he's not going to be able to get back in time to help him. Although he does. I lie. They both find a frag. Huaso's doubled down. The difference maker. Can't finish off the last player there, but he gets the reload, and he's still alive, and he swings back in because now he has a teammate. That's insane.
It's like a pistol DM. Just flying around long, finding triples. Freak. 1v4. Glock in hand. Spotted. Not found yet, but Max is positioning. First kill of his life. 9Z, they get 8.
This is intentional. In a really important force buy round as well.
Don't knock it till you try it. The R8 revolver is a weapon of mass destruction.
That's a big kill. All right, I'll have to wait and see. I'd like to be proven wrong. I don't share the same sentiment, though.
Oh, it's more of a meme gun.
Just to, like, filter opponents?
Yeah, 100%. And
let's see. It might have its moments in the sun here. Oh, Lucan's all alone. Lucan's going to step out, and he will be able to drop the first and the second single-handedly. His teammate's so far away. He takes matters into his own hands.
Just see what we can find around him. We don't really need to do much. I mean, look, we praise Lucan heading into this map, and I think or into this series, and Lucan certainly has provided. Eagles coming through. Okay, the Eagles. Finding picks.
Okay, tasty.
So isolated.
I'll eat that up all day. Lucan, well, he had that forced into him. And it is going to be the 3 casualties. Look at us for Bounty Hunters, though. They've got all 5 players grouped up, ready to go into this B bomb site. Martinez with the awful find that first frag for free. He's going to go for more, but he's missed the follow-up. This is where ADAMS has to come into the equation, though. Martinez has done his side, but ADAMS will go down without a kill. Martinez alone gets burnt out the round, and Bounty Hunters have done it.
He wasn't even blinded. Look, I think you run the risk of playing kind of atop the boxes there. I don't know why you're going to go for that decision with an M4. Look, I think if you've got an MP9, I completely understand it. And obviously, why don't you just play from car?
Where's he going to set himself up on the bomb site? Who's going to take the contact? These are the key questions right now. Because they've got 3 players fully committed into this B bomb site right now. Turtle's the only one trying to pressure through middle. And here we go. Players charge their way forward. They've got that lurk smoke still in place. It's going to be so much damage done. They're aware of ADAMS's position, but they're not expecting Max there as well. Still, somehow, they've been able to trade evenly. Max has no ammo. Max has no health.
How is it the
Bounty
two
Hunters have
rifles?
full side control.
Yeah, look, Max is meant to be the kind of I guess the joker of that B defense. He's meant to be the one that kind of is swinging out with the MP9. You're not expecting him to be the one to have stability. There's two rifles defending. How can they not find anything? Oh, man. If he's going to have to go back towards A, he either goes through T-spawn or lower tunnels where Hawaso will have the easiest frag to find on him. There's 33 seconds on the clock. Turtle's dropped into CT, but Max can find him.
Split.
It's a B split with a flank coming through. Look at the positioning. Lucan, 25 seconds on the clock. Lucan just needs to stay alive. We'll get one. They're going to hear the steps as well. Lucan gets another. The bomb can get taken down, and that's now 11 found. And it's the first round that Bounty Hunters, they create such a kind of an unnecessarily complicated round. Do they need to be throwing that kind of A play into a B play into the kind of the late mid? They have no control of long. If they just hit towards A, honestly, I feel like they've got a decent chance, but they just overcomplicate things, and it gives that next round away. Money for guys is tough now.
You lose you lose that game, and then you have to play the elimination match straight afterwards. Now you can kind of reset between days. Either way, it's going to be another pacey long take coming through this time. There won't be any fatalities. Oh my god, that's spray
so much damage onto Zoc as well. Look at Max's positioning. He's taking so much space. Zoc's being held, but it's going to be this aggression towards long. Players are so low. Smoke's dropped, but Hawaso can get one onto the USP. He's going to send the HE grenade spots out. We need to see a swing from Luke, and he will find Mayan, though, an important kill there. It is still this 4v3. It is still man advantage for 9Z. Mayan's got to be really cautious. Yeah, look at Lucan.
Really brave. You're never going to expect this, or are you? Mayan is jump spotting the corner for the moment. Smoke starts to fade. Lucan is now fully committed. Mayan on the fallback will go down. Massive balls on Lucan to make that play, but super intelligent.
Look, it's a 2v3. If Bounty Hunters don't find a pick in the next 15, 20 seconds, do you honestly just look to save?
Well,
not anymore.
There goes that conversation. The only thing Zoc really has going for him right now is that he's in the belly of the beast with a little bit of time. They may not expect him here on the opposite side of the mid doors. Might be able to thread the needle up to the B bomb side. I don't even think he should have gone for this kill. He shouldn't even have shot at Martineza. He should have used that opportunity to scale up onto B undetected.
Now he's been
However, he has decided to compromise his position. He's now been spotted. Yeah, I wonder if he's just trying to maybe get out of dodge and carry the AK across. This is impossible for him to win the round from here, surely, with the limited time on the clock. He's gotten the kill on Lucan, but you've now got Max, who's trying to get onto the box. Max needs to be careful. No need to fight there. He will, and he wins the fight and the round, but that was still risky. That's a scary prospect. And here we go. Util starts to rain on in. It's that lurk smoke being thrown again to try and give them some cover pushing into the bomb site.
Oh, and that's how a spam through the smoke is meant to look. ADAMS is going to take a note out of Lucan's book there. And ADAMS is in a great position. 1v4. Game is done. Series over. Hawaso, he's aware of him in the smoke. Surely, Freak will find one, but ADAMS will put the game to rest. Lucan 27-12. What a performance there. And obviously 9Z are second victors